dokie. Back again. Now we have to do Bison on chapter 6.2 or 6.25. Bison says here is 1.1 SBUs. So let's go ahead and tar XF Bison. CD into Bison. Yeah. CD into Bison. Let's say .run configure prefix equals user. Okay. Contains our parser generator. A configure system causes Bison to be built without support for internationalization of error messages if a Bison program is not already in $path. Following addition will correct this. So that's what we will do. Echo. I want to say define YY enable underscore NLS space 1. Okay. Into lib config.h. Okay. And we'll say make and make install. And after that, Bison should be done. Proxips. I'm going to jump out here and see where we are on the list. Proxips, grep. Yeah, we still got a little bit to go. Bison. Yeah, we got a little bit to go. Unless I'm doing this a little backwards here. We do have a good amount to go, so let's keep going. Move Bison. And we'll say tar XVF onto 6.26 proxips. Okay. CD into proxips. First thing we have to do is patch. Set up a patch. Patch-mp-1-i. Blah blah blah. mp1-i. Fix HC errors. And we have another patch to do, so we say watch Unicode. Okay. And let's say SID-IE SAT escape star / all module dot mk at proc / module dot mk space ps / module dot mk. Okay, and a makefile. So let's check that out. Got replace all module.mk with proc module.mk space ps module.mk. Okay, and a makefile. I need to say make and make install. Okay. And after that, we have to install grep. So let's say remove crossover boost proxips tar xvf grep. Okay, cd into grep. And to run .configure prefix equals user, new line, and we'll say bin directory would equal /bin. Okay. So there is no make, it's just make install. As far as I see here. Okay. Super Trooper. Make install. Okay. So let's get rid of that. I'm gonna say remove grep. Let's clear tar xvf read line. We're on port 6.28. Say read line. Set I. Just say move dot all old makefile dot in. And also say sed. Actually, let me get rid of all this stuff here. Say sed I. Gonna encapsulate here old stuff. Actually, that's wrong. Old stuff. That screwed me up. Okay. Stuff, not stuff. Okay. You should be okay. Move old stuff. -C. Support sh lib install. Now run configure prefix equals user and say lib directory equals lib. Okay. And let's say make sh lib underscore libs equals dash ln curses. So this does not come with a test suite. So that's okay. And we're going to then say make install. Okay, clear. So now we have to move static libraries to a more appropriate location. So we'll say move lib /lib read lib readline and history. Let's move those, both those A files or statics, which are .a suffix. Let's move lib readline lib history A to user lib. Okay. Next we have to remove the .so file, so we'll say remove both lib read line and history .so. And let's say link symbolic verbose. We need to link lib read line. libreadline.so.6 to libreadline. User lib readline. Readline. Not .a, but .so. Okay. And we can also say link lib history.so.6 to user lib history.so. Okay. If desirable due to documentation, it's always good to have. So let's say make directory verbose user share doc read line dash 6.2, and we need to install verbose mode 644 docs or doc all dot encapsulate here ps scripts pdf html dvi new line, and we're going to say user share doc read line. Okay, it's done. So let's bounce up, remove read line, tar xvf bash cd to bash, and we need to say .run configure prefix equals user bin directory is going to equal / bin new line. We're going to say html dir equals user share doc bash dash 4.2. I need to say without bash memory allocation. I need to say with installed read line. Okay. And we can make, I'm not going to run the test, so we can make install after this. This will not take very long. So I think some of these SPUs are counting test times too, because I'm definitely not pulling up like 8 minutes on this. Say make and make install. See, it says it's 1.4 SPUs, but I'm definitely not picking that time up. So I think the SPUs count the test times too. Since I'm not running any tests, I think it cuts down a little bit on my SPUs. I think. I don't know. I'm not sure. When I get my LFS book, let's first say execute bin bash login plus h. Okay. Remove bash. And it's on to libtool. Tar xvf libtool. I first get my LFS book, I don't really read too much. I might read some updated features here or there, but once you've done one, it's kind of like the rest aren't that far off. You know what I mean? So I don't really read too much. It's not really important to me to really memorize the switches so much either. You know, configurations and all this other stuff. And like some people may want to do this like all from memory. You know what I mean? And that's really pointless to me because it just doesn't make any sense. The tool. Let me see if I did that right. Of course. 6.30. I remember I did a Gen 2 a couple years ago, and I tried to do it all from memory so that I would learn something, and I didn't learn anything with I learned a little bit with Gen 2, but it left me wanting more. And GDBM. And I remember I tried to do it all from memory, and I did it, but then I got to LFS. It wasn't very long after Gen 2 that I started LFS, and it took me a long time to get it right. And I tried to do that from memory, and I was like, this is retarded. There's no chance. It's not because it's so big, but you don't need to. You have a book here, okay? You really don't need to do any of that from memory. Make install compatible. I think that's what it means. Okay, now it says here, fix minor situation issue by manually adding GBM into the info. So let's say install. Here, let's clear that up. Install dash info dash dash dir dash file equals user info / dir user info / gdbm dot info. Okay. iNet utils remove gdbm. Okay. tar xvf iNet utils. There's some wow, that's a nice little configure script for us. There's so many specific things in here that frankly I think if you just tried to memorize them all, lib execution directory, it would only screw you up from doing any later installs, because not everything and every install is the same. Local state dir equals var. So I think it can just be good enough to know maybe a roundabout of how many, or what type of packages there are. Disable if config. Let's check this out. Prefix equals user lib execution directory user sbin. Local state equals var. Local state dir equals var, and disable if config. You know, so the next install, what I'm saying, the next install is just gonna screw you up, because don't make your time pointless by memorizing everything. You can do better things with your time. Syslog D. Disable who is. And let's say disable servers. Okay. Okay. Now we have to say make. We have to install the documentation afterwards. And that's okay. You really don't get too many more surprises either when you've done one, and then you do an upgrade or something like that, or you do the next version or something. You really don't get that much of a. You're not like thrown back by how it was like when you did your first one. So that's that. GDBM, which is what is GDBM? No, I mean iNetUtils. Oh, we know what iNetUtils is. So let's say now make. We have to make install after that. We get FTP hostname ping 6. I think that's new compared to 6.2. RCP, RxQ, rlogin, make install. We get what else we get? RSH, talk telnet. I hate telnet. TFTP and traceroute. Clear. Make C doc HTML. Okay. Clear. And we need to say make cdoc install dash HTML doc directory. It's going to equal user share doc iNetUtils dash 1.8. Okay. And now it says here move some programs to their FHS compliant place. So it's a move for both user bin. We have to move host name ping 6. Host name ping and ping 6. Let's move that to bin. And let's say move for both user bin traceroute. Move traceroute to sbin. Okay. Okay, looks good. Alright, so I'm gonna cut the video here because I'm getting a little leery on my time. After that, I'm gonna remove verbose iNetUtils. After this, we'll come back 6.33 Perl. It's 5.5 SBUs, and we'll keep going later on.